Hey guys, Daniel Sound here, and welcome to the Night Show. And I believe this is the latest night show I think I've ever done. I think it's midnight right now. Anyway, that's off topic. Tonight, I just want to talk. One of the things I want to do is do a little follow up on. Okay, so I seen this Advise show episode. Okay, so supposedly there's this school play with little kids of Scarface. And that video, I don't know how old it is, to be honest. But it's obviously not very old. But anyhow, you may think, what kind of crazy school would allow them to reenact a freaking gangster movie? Reenacting drug use, violence, and stuff like that. And sure, the kids weren't cussing, they were using fudge, and they were like, though they were using it in ways that is a clear sign that not even that's good. Like there's one point like, I'm leaving you, mother fudger. Yeah, they said that. And trust me, in all honesty, not to be a critic, but that last part, they weren't really doing it correctly. Though they were reenacting the dang violence, they just weren't doing it correctly. But I'm just being a critic. But anyhow, well, Phil, from the Advice Show, I hate to if you're watching this, which I doubt you will be, the play was not actually a school play. It was a video that was supposed to seem like a school play with little kids. It's a Scarface, except the video was made by and this entire scene was made by some music video producers. What? You didn't know that? This was made by some dang music video producers? At least we know that no crazy school would even think of doing that. Anyway, and I agree that even if it were school play, I agree that that movie is not for kids. I mean, it is not. So anyway. Alright, and another thing I'd like to talk about is this. Alright, so this father, if you can even call him a father, this young guy, he actually killed his, what was it, 16-month-old child, just so it will stop crying so he can play video games. I'm kind of a gamer, but even if I were a hardcore gamer, I would never even think of doing that. That's retarded, and that is evil. I swear. This is something. I swear that is something you'd see like in like the movie Toxic Avenger. Or if anyone knows what I'm talking, for those of you who have seen it, you know exactly why I'm making this reference. Because that movie is foul. And I mean foul. Oh, it's got really disgusting scenes. Scenes like they have. There's even one scene where this child's head gets run over by a truck. Yeah. Now this guy is sick, and I mean so sick that, you know what, there are some people that really shouldn't even have kids. I mean, okay, so we get okay, so then we Alright, so on other videos, we have and also on the news, we have guys, I'm trying to think here. Alright, so maybe 3 years ago, we have this stepdad, to be exact, who walks into his house and finds his teenage stepdaughter with her boyfriend, you know, like doing Omnius Uninterruptus and in the shower together. And being the father, he gets pissed off and he punches the kid in the boy in the face. And I think he has every right to. And that is very proof enough. And yet they put him in the jail for it. When he did nothing wrong. That's his house, that's his property, that's his daughter. And anyone who he doesn't know on his property, he has the right to remove. Alright, so in other news, I've seen a couple videos of students attacking teachers just because they took away their dang cell phone. Now, I will admit something. When a teacher threatened to take away my phone, I try to tell her that you've got to be careful and you really need to come up with something else, because you have got to be careful. Because one day you take someone's phone away and you're going to end up on the ground, probably broken to pieces. Sure, teachers will take that as being sassy, but I'm actually trying to put out a warning. But anyhow, I really think teachers should be careful because they could probably end up dead. I mean, dead. Over something silly like that. And speaking of delinquent students, we have this math teacher, and this story is probably no more than a year or two old. She calls quits because she's sick of the way the students are acting. And I can totally agree with this. Like, these are delinquents. Alright, so she says one time she had a student and beat another student over the head with a calculator. Broke the calculator, was not even suspended. Then she had another student take some scissors and make a stabbing motion. So she goes to the district and says, well, he was already suspended earlier that day for something else. What am I supposed to do? What kind of junk is that? And anyway, she says she's called by her students like lesbian, gay, just nasty stuff, and even white girl. Do you want to know what that actually means? Why they're calling her white girl? Because she's not being like a stereotypical black person who calls them, that swears constantly, calls them mother effers or N's or stuff like that. It's ridiculous. so that's ridiculous. And then she's been verbally abused, like they say. They say, like, who the F bomb, as she put it, who the F bomb do you think you're speaking to? Shut the F up talking to me. Trust me. I know for a fact that, and I've actually kind of seen this when a teacher gets talked to disrespectfully, bad things happen. All hell breaks loose. And not even that, really. That doesn't really seem to matter to the students because they can get away with so much crap. You know what? The laws and making it illegal to actually physically discipline your child has really starting to destroy everything. Because there's some people that don't even know better because they were never taught that. Seriously, we have really got to get our acts together. Look, this isn't Democratic Party related or Republican, whatever. Right now, all I know right now is that the lack of discipline and has really started to make things were common downfalls because they don't got no respect for nobody. They don't got anything anymore. The teachers, not teachers, but like kids are literally being bred. It's kind of like being like a fighting dog, being bred to fight to the death. Trust me, I've seen a lot of that. Watching a lot of Animal Cop shows during my younger years. Just, that's a very good show. It's very good, so. Anyhow, they have these dogfighting cases, and I have seen how bad this is. And you're maybe thinking, what has this got to do with kids? Well, it's like fighting dogs. They are bred and trained to fight. And in this case, they are not being disciplined enough, which means they're going to disrespect everybody. Everybody. And I think this video's gone on long enough. So anyway, good night, and I'll see you all next time.